Hi, presently I am at City Central Auditorium in Tumkur, a cozy town 70 kilometers away from Bangalore. Little far you go and then up there is Ooty. And I have a lot of fond memories in Ooty. When I was in Wellington as a flight lieutenant, I was the youngest Indian Air Force officer ever to do my DSSC course, which means Defense Services Staff College course. And the entire 1 year that I spent going through the training program, one memory of a great legend, Field Marshal Manekshaw. All of us know 1971 India-Pakistan war. He was the one who was leading the Indian army, and then he was instrumental in defeating Pakistan and formation of Bangladesh. He was one such person. As after the India-Pakistan war, he was about to retire. That's when his driver, Havaldar Sham Singh, came to him and said, Sabji, I have one small request. And Manekshaw sir said, shoot, what is it that you want me to do? He said, my only request is, please grant me PR, means premature retirement from the army. As all of you know, that if you get into Army, Air Force, Navy, you are supposed to serve a minimum of 20 years. And thereafter, contract can be extended. And he said, I want to leave army. Field Marshal was shocked. He said, for what you want to leave army? He said, sir, after driving you all these years as a Field Marshal, I don't want to drive for anyone else. I want to cherish those beautiful memories with you, and I want to just go back home. So Field Marshal looked at him and said, who are there at home? He said, I got my mother, I got my wife, I got 2 kids. I'm from Haryana, small village. He said, do you have any alternate job? He said, no, I need to find one. Do you have some property, some land? He said, nothing I have got, and I need to go back and do. So Field Marshal said, certainly I will do that. And thereafter, few days later, Field Marshal did hand over a letter of approval of his discharge from the Indian Army. And while giving the discharge letter, he also gave one more envelope. He said, Sham Singh, this envelope, don't open it here. When you go back home, open it there. So Havaldar Sham Singh kept that envelope in his pocket and went home. He took out his uniform, he hung it on the hanger and just totally forgot about it. Few days rolled by. He kept on searching for a job as a driver in different transport agencies. And it was very difficult for him to find a job because having been a Havaldar in Indian Army, do a small menial job was little difficult for him. It was becoming difficult financially to pull on his family. And that's when his wife, and she was trying to clean up the cupboard, she saw that uniform that Sham Singh wore the last day, and as she was taking it out, then she saw one envelope was there in his pocket. So she took out that envelope and said, Saji, aapka envelope, which was there. So Sham Singh and his wife, both of them, went with the envelope to the school principal in the village and said, could you read this for us? It is in English. So the principal, as he was reading that, he had tears in his eyes because it had one transition letter. Means Field Marshal Manekshaw, after the 1971 war, the Haryana government gave him 25 acres of land as a gift for his bravery. And Field Marshal transferred that entire 25 acres of land on the name of Havaldar Sham Singh. And the principal of the school said, Sham Singh, you know now, you are one of the rich persons in this village right now, and Field Marshal has gifted you 25 acres of land. And Sham Singh could not control his tears in his life at all. And as I was spending my time at Staff College, and I had the privilege of cutting the cake on the Armed Forces Day along with Field Marshal Manekshaw, because he was the senior most person, I was the junior most Air Force officer, and he was sharing this particular incident of how you could go beyond the call of duty to do a difference in somebody's life. These are the real-time leaders for all of us, and especially to all the children. When we go to school, we learn chemistry, we learn physics, we learn botany, zoology, mathematics, and then we learn a language. You are only getting the knowledge, but more than that, our children to have the right values, ethos, and most importantly, to walk the right path, you need to have a right role model. And people like APJ Abdul Kalam, people like Field Marshal Manekshaw are very rare for us. So lucky we are if we can find a role model like that. Now my submission, my suggestion to all youngsters is, find out who could be one role model, whose path you can walk, whom you can look up to. Is it your dad, your mom, grandfather, or your principal, or your boss? It could be one of your colleague. It could be someone who is a legendary figure or a historical person. I really don't know who is that person is. If you can find that person, if you can walk that path of that person, I'm sure you are going to really make it very big in life. So this is one such great sacrifice, a story of Field Marshal Manekshaw, who went on to settle down at Coonoor, Wellington, and where our staff college is located. That's where now he spent his last few years of his life there, and I had that privilege. So I thought of sharing his story of that empathy to his subordinates, how he could take care of his subordinates. I want to share this story. So this is Squadron Jayasimha signing off from Tumkur. We shall meet up again. Until then, love you all. Bye bye.